You are just about a month into your campaign. How's it going so far?
It's going pretty good. I'm just excited about, the work that I can do. I'm just excited, that I'm even given the opportunity to run for office. A lot of people, they think about it, but they don't really do it. This is certainly something that I prayed on. This is something that took a year in order for me to decide that I wanted to run.
What made the decision for you, and how did you decide to run for this specific position?
In April, I spoke with some other moms at Reverend Sharpton's National Action Network on a panel with some other moms. And as I said, that being a community activist, you have to act. And I said that, and something inside me just moved me. And I was like, am I talking to myself? Sometimes you have to rally, sometimes you have to write letters, sometimes you have to write petitions, sometimes you have to do some things, and sometimes you have to run for office. And when I said it that time, I was like, okay, something is going on. I didn't tell anyone that I wanted to run for office. And then I had been looking at some positions for the last year, what was going to be available for 2020. And this was the one that I felt was the best fit.
You've made gun violence part of your platform. What was your experience with gun violence like before your son was killed?
I think I did like anybody else. I would see it on television. I would see it on the news in the evening. I would be so discouraged by it. And I felt that I wanted to do more, but I didn't. I think this is the opportunity now for me to do more. We look for other elected officials to make those positive changes for us. But I just feel like it's just time for me to do my part. I mean, I've been the voice of Trayvon for the last 7 years, and I just feel like this is my chance to be the voice for the people. I'm not a career politician. I don't think I would ever be. I want to be just a regular mom, a regular resident.
How do you make District 1 safer?
I don't want people to be afraid to go to the ATM machine, to be afraid to go to the gas station or to sit on their porch. We can have community meetings, and through those community meetings, we can find out what are the concerns of the residents. I want to make decisions, solid decisions, based on what the resident thinks, what improvements we can make. I definitely know that bridging the gap between the community and law enforcement is key. I know people say all the time community policing, but we really need to bring that back. We really need to bring officer friendly back. We really need to make sure the police understands the community and the community understands the police.
How have your experiences with the Trayvon Martin Foundation influenced your thinking and made you prepared for this job?
I'm a part of the Mothers of the Movement. By being a mother of the movement, I had an opportunity to campaign for Hillary Clinton, Secretary Clinton. We got the behind the scenes. I want to believe that had something to do with not only myself running, but also Lucy Macbeth, who is the congresswoman in Atlanta. And I just think that it just, planted a seed. Because I never really saw myself as a politician, but a politician to me is the voice of the people. And I believe I can be a good voice of the people. I don't owe anyone anything, and I don't believe that those are the things that you have to have in order for you to be a politician. I want to be a very honest, a very relatable, a person that is result-oriented and try to get things done.
You mentioned Lucy Macbeth. She ran successfully, but there have been some other mothers in similar situations that have come up short. Are you nervous at the outcome of this?
I wouldn't say that I'm nervous. I think that it's more of an excitement of the changes and what I can bring to the table. I think that not only Lucy, who was successful, but you had Leslie McFadden out of St. Louis, who didn't win her race, but nevertheless, it brought attention to the situation. This will set a path for other mothers who, want to take their passion and put it into some type of purpose. I could have very well been bitter. I could have very well been depressed and sad and suicidal, but I decided to do something else with my energy, with my time, and I think that this is just my next level.
You've also made affordable housing part of your platform. Why is that so important to you also?
A lot of people can't afford to live in these communities, and so we got to make sure that they're trained. We got to make sure that they're making a decent salary. I want them to be able to get a job right here in District 1 and be able to sustain themselves, be able to support themselves and take care of their families.
Do you feel ready to channel your grief into this kind of a permanent position?
I think I have already started. I visit people in different communities and I listen a lot to what they say. I think the passion that I have is what's propelling me to want to do more. And this is just my more. I've always said that I wanted to do my part.
There's a long way to go. You're running against a mayor. What's your plan to really make a difference in these next few months?
We're pretty much sick of seeing the same thing happening and the same kind of the political environment that's going on. I think it's just the same year in and year out, and I think I bring change. I have a different vision. I have a different style. I'm coming in with a fresh new pair of eyes.
You said that you never wanted to, be thrust into this. You were thrust into this because of a horrible tragedy. What do you think Trayvon would say if he were at one of these events?
Trayvon would be smiling from ear to ear. He would be so proud of me. I'm proud of him, actually.